What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hold on. I'm hearing double of me. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I was hearing double. But we're going to talk about this whole MilagroGramz getting sued by Megan Thee Stallion. This kind of, makes me a little worried because, again, another blogger, YouTuber, radio personality, I guess, if you want to call her that, is getting sued. And so you got to worry about, like, okay, well, who's next to get sued? Or is this a trend, or is this a one-off situation? There was already Tasha K versus Cardi B. Then there's Nicki versus Nosy Ho, and now we got Milagro versus Meghann. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro for you guys, and we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? What's up, everybody? What's up, Jayla? What's up, Andrea? What's up, Lethea? I see everybody coming in the room. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. You already know what it is. It's that mean spirit that got her, or that is getting her sued. I believe that about Milagro. And now I'll be the first to admit I don't listen to her on station head. I don't really watch her often. That's not in my repertoire. But let me be honest. The only time I really pay attention to Milagro is when it comes to something controversial. For example, the whole Tory Lanez case. And mind you, a lot of us were reporting that it was Tory Lanez versus Meghann. No, it was actually Tory Lanez versus the state of California. It was not Megan Thee Stallion. She was just a part of it because she was the victim. So I just want to make that real clear real quick. And remember during that time, there was a lot of different people. There was like this Lawyers for New York guy who was spreading misinformation. Then you had DJ Akademiks, and you had Milagro. So there was a certain portion of people that was reporting like misinformation, and it almost looked like Tory was going to get off. Remember, there was a time where it was all like, "Oh, Tory's about to get off. Like this ain't going down. This ain't going to happen." But all in all, he's doing 10 years now, so he obviously didn't get off. So with that being said, it was certain bloggers that did do, their due diligence and reporting. That's why Megan Cuniff was one of the ones that really popped off, and she's big as far as covering cases and stuff like that. She even has a YouTube channel. Remember, I did an interview with her, and then I tried to follow up with her, and she has not emailed me back. So she's definitely big time. So, she don't care about the little peons no more. But then you have Nick at Night. Nick at Night even was the one that got the whole video footage of Megan Thee Stallion in the ambulance. Remember, after her foot was pow pow. So she got that exclusive information. And there was a lot of people who did legit reporting and real journalism. I will say that. I think one of the things that Milagro is hoping with this is that she becomes big time. Like she blows up like Tasha K blew up. But Tasha K already had a name and she was already something. Now Milagro is saying, "Oh, I'm trending because of me. I'm not trending because of Meghann." No, it's definitely Meghann. It's definitely Meghann. Meghann is the one that got you trending. Meghann is the one that got you trending. But we're going to go ahead and shout out to Coffee City. She recorded Milagro's response to everything. And so we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of it. It's like 40 minutes. We only going to listen to a little bit of it.
Still going to jail. This is not a criminal matter. Do y'all understand that? Y'all got to stop acting as what y'all do. Babe, this is not a criminal matter. So there's nothing that has to do with anybody and the idea of going to jail. Y'all are spit. But I need you to go and deal with why you want that so bad for me.
It is a civil
You
case.
need to go pray about that. Because what you have to come to the conclusion of is that you're so bothered by my impact that you want something negative to happen to me. Like you're honestly literally just mad because people listen to me. Do you know I've had 20,000 people on Twitter before? You want to know why? Because people listen to me. Let's go ahead and get into the details. And it got put out by every outlet in America. And who told them to post that? Didn't it come out like clockwork? Everybody at one time, at a certain time, I just saw a post in the story. I'm going to go on my page because I was retweeting everybody because y'all want attention, right? Okay. So 10 hours ago, I announced the situation myself. And then after that, Glock Topics posted, TMZ posted, Akademiks posted, Billboard posted, trending in the United States.
Let me pause it right there. So she definitely don't sound remorseful at all. But I want to shout out to Ray. Thank you for the Cash App. And shout out to Lori too as well. Thank you. But yeah, she don't sound remorseful at all. She got like all these people posted me and all this other. I mean, are those people going to help you pay for? That's my thing. Okay, it's great that all the blogs posted you, but does that translate into you getting money? Now she claims that she does have a lawyer and that this is not an official statement. Her lawyer is going to put out an official statement. I don't like to count anybody's money or anything like that. I honestly, as far as like the content creator space, when you're not one of the top dogs, you're not making money like that. And so I bet you anything, Meghann literally just wants to drain Milagro and make her cry. She wants to drain her bank account and beat her into submission. That's what I'm seeing. Beat her into submission. Now, as far as the lawsuit, like I said, I'm not going to go through everything, but they did prove like, hey, this girl is out here spreading lies and misinformation that was all in the case to try to, swing people in the way of Tory. She also, now, Milagro did not create the video, but she did post a video that was allegedly supposed to be Meghann, like a sex tape or something like that of Meghann, and it was fake. But Milagro was still posting it and basically promoting it. So that's why she's getting dinged for that. And just she keeps on trying to antagonize Meghann. So this is what they're trying to prove. So let me go ahead and pull up the 4 counts. So 1 is promotion of an altered sexual depiction. That's the fake video. Then 2, cyberstalking injunctive relief. Count 3 is intentional infliction of emotional distress. And then 4 is invasion of privacy, false light. Also, there was information that Milagro was trying to put stuff out about her dad and stuff. Like, this chick went really far. And it's one thing for us to get on here and report and, we find information and we give it to you guys. I always come from a perspective like this is a job. I never try to take this personal to where I'm trying to dig up information on you and I'm trying to destroy your life. That's never where I come from. But also too, in here, they're trying to prove that she's basically bought and paid for from Tory Lanez. Remember, she was a Tory Lanez fan. I know there was something about they used to ride in the car to the courtroom and stuff like that. But then I remember there was this video, and I don't know if you guys seen it, but Milagro was all like, oh, there's Tory. And she was like, hey, Tory. And he kept walking like he didn't know who she was. That's what I remember. So I'm all like, well, how close was her relationship to Tory? But some people are claiming that they were cool. And obviously, I know there was... she had been talking to his dad. Like, she's cool with Tory's dad. Remember the little short guy that was all like, yeah, this is a Rock Nation. And, he did his big Jag one. It was talking about Rock Nation set up his son and all that shit. So, yeah, that's who she's cool with. So let's go back and play some more of the video.
There go Billboard again. Child, who else? I saw Baller Alert, music exclusives, Child Double XL magazine. Oh, y'all are so. They said, "Oh, we ain't even get to the blogs on Mother Instagram. Let me go to my Instagram, okay?" Child, when I say a mess, I mean a mother mess. Let me see. Let me go through my story over here. And shout out to everybody that wasn't a hating that used the cute picture. Here go the Jasmine brand. Here go Spiritual Word. Here go On Site. Shout out to On Site. Okay? Like, get into it. So literally everywhere I looked, conversations were being had, but it didn't have to do with sales of music. Once again, there's a victim, there's a bully, and then we talking about the Daystar case again. So what was very telling was the fact that I was trending. Wasn't no we, wasn't no us. Said Milagro. That's what the conversation was about. People being so fixated on me, want to talk about me and da 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 by myself. Like when I say child, I'm looking like what? A fool. So anyway, don't let them tell you they don't know who we are. They know exactly who the fuck we are. So this is from Billboard. Billboard said Megan Thee Stallion files a lawsuit against YouTuber over, quote, lies about Tory Lanez shooting case. Days after a high-profile false story about the shooting case circulated on social media, the superstar has taken legal action over a campaign of harassment and cyberbullying. Megan Thee Stallion is suing a YouTuber and a social media personality who she claims is a mouthpiece and puppet for Tory Lanez, accusing the woman of churning out falsehoods about the criminal case stemming from Lanez shooting her. In a lawsuit filed on Wednesday, attorneys for the rapper Megan Pete accused Milagro Gramz, aka Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, of carrying out a public campaign to denigrate, belittle, insult, and spread false statements about her. That allegedly included Gramz sharing a pornographic deepfake depicting the rapper, a move that Megan's lawyers say violates a Florida statute banning altered sexual depictions of real people. So this has been a real hot button issue on social media. And I would hate for you to get caught up and then you end up sued because you were trying to take up for someone who never even said that. Y'all got to make sure that y'all keep on reading and that y'all get into it. Before I get into the cyber things that I was accused of, let's get into the pornographic video and what was said about that. So in regards to the deepfake video, the lawsuit doesn't accuse me of directly creating or posting the video, but claims that she encouraged her followers to watch it, including by pointing users to a post that had directly shared the video. What are they accusing me of? Not making it because I didn't, and not posting it because I didn't. I liked the post on Twitter, and I've said this already, so I'm not saying anything new. I liked the post on Twitter. I was live, and I tweeted and said, go to my likes. Today, hoes want to villainize me. This is some pega, and you know it. How many times have you gone online and shared these celebrities who had a nude leak? How many times have you conversed about it? I went online.
Now, the problem is that it was fake. And she knew it was fake, but she still promoted it. That's the actual problem.
And what did I say? I said that I thought that it was fake. That's what I said. They pulling tweets, pull the right ones. And it had already gone viral. But of course, you take this to court and you deal with it. The headlines are making it seem like I created a video or uploaded a video, but y'all play with words all you want to. If you hear and you came to listen, tell you what it is and you do with that what you will. So I said on June 8th, with the way deepfake and AI be going these days, if it's not her, then she needs to sue whoever made it. That is dry as do to people. I was completely against it. You know, like now that's. And I don't think people should do that. And I've been very vocal about not liking AI and about the dangers of people's likeness being used for sinister things like this. And we had a whole talk about how disgusting it was to put someone in a sexual scenario.
But why did she tell people, if it's so disgusting, why did she tell people to go to her likes and look at the video?
So y'all have my name associated with a pornographic video. And what I did was I said, go to my likes. Okay. It's so desperate to get me to be quiet because of my influence that this is now being brought up. Nothing more, nothing less. Moving along. Let's go back to where we were. Enough is enough, writes Megann's attorneys at the law firm Quinn Emanuel. Miss Pete, a victim of violent crime and champion of women's rights to her millions of fans worldwide, will no longer stand for defendant's campaign of harassment. I'm said defendant. The lawsuit accuses me of cyber stalking, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and get this, how ironic is this? Invasion of privacy. Okay. Invasion of privacy. So, what is it that I do every day? Do y'all know? Cyber stalking a celebrity? Do y'all ever see me tag Meghann? Do I DM her? Am I in her comment section? Am I trying to do I have salacious titles? How am I cyber stalking someone I'm doing coverage on that public information is put out about? But we'll get into that. Okay. Intentional infliction of emotional distress and invasion of privacy.
Now, I want to speak to the public information because there's difference when you're reporting on public information. But the thing is that what the lawsuit is alluding to is that you're creating the falsehoods. So say if I get an article from Billboard, I'll be like, yeah, I read this off a Billboard or a TMZ. She's actually reporting like, hey, this is her own source. This is her own thing. Like she's not reporting what something is already out there. So she's conflating the two. They're getting you on the lies and the falsehoods, not the things that are already reported out there. There's two different things.
In a statement posted to X, they said that I acknowledged it. I did. I showed you that. The new case came days after a high-profile false story about Meghann and Tory, claiming incorrectly that an appeals court had declared him innocent in the shooting. Spiro, Megann's longtime attorney, warned yesterday that he was planning to take legal action over such nonsense. That doesn't include me because they didn't have me. They said Daystar was convicted in 2022, and they said in August 2023, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. So he's filed an appeal and is still pending. In the new lawsuit, Megann's attorneys say that Milagro, repeatedly spread falsehoods about the case, including questioning whether she was even shot and claiming that she was trying to deceive the courts. More recently, they said that MilagroGramz has pushed the outlandish claim that the gun used in the shooting had gone missing. They said that that was an outlandish claim. Okay, let's go over to Instagram. And I want to go here.
So as I understand, and what it says in the lawsuit is that the gun was with the LAPD, like the gun wasn't missing.
Because the writ of habeas corpus says verbatim, without this exculpatory evidence, the petitioner cannot file, let me get this out the way, any claim of innocence as he is unable to conduct further testing since the firearm and the bullet fragments are missing. That's where I got that from here. It says it verbatim. So they said this. So I guess you take that up with them. And of course, I'm not giving a statement. We'll talk about this obviously when we go to court. But I literally repeated what was said in the paperwork. Does everyone see it, or are y'all slow? Or what's that about?
Oh, and now this is Coffee City. This is not directly from Milagro, so we don't see the.
Okay, so there's that. So I don't know how that's an outlandish claim. I don't know how I'm making outlandish claims when I'm getting it from the actual text. I don't get that. They said that my statements recklessly disregarded the truth and suggested that the firearm was never presented in court because it had allegedly disappeared. It has not. The firearm remains in custody of the Los Angeles Police Department. So I had to go have some talks. And I said, in what way do I need to properly address what's going on with the gun? And this is the context that I was given. That the gun itself is not missing. That the gun is sealed. And that unless a judge says unseal it, it has been sealed until the end of time. So The gun is down there, according to what they said. But that's the technicality. They're saying that.
Now, here's the thing with that. When she said that the gun was missing, that people will assume, oh, they can't even find the gun. So how is he, how do they know that he pulled the trigger, or they even had any way to test it if there was no gun? The gun is missing. But that's a lot different than the LAPD does have the gun. It's just sealed. The judge has to unseal the gun. That's two different statements. Let me go back.
It is incorrect to say that the gun is missing because it's not missing. It's just not available. Okay, well, what are we talking about? But okay, that still says it in the paperwork. Now, as it pertains to bullet fragments, I did not make that up. And that's not an outlandish claim either. TMZ actually reported that. And multiple outlets reported that. And you would have to go back. Let's go to the source in 2021. In 2021, it says, where's the story? Hold on, y'all. Let's go back. The LAPD reported bullet fragments missing in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting. That was from December 2021. So I've only gotten that from what's been reported, that the bullet fragments were missing, that the guns and all of that. So I did not make that up and decide to get up one day and say, oh, this is what's going on. So, I mean, that does exist if anybody wants to pull that up. And I want to remind everyone, these are not official statements. I'm just giving commentary on what it is that we're reading.
As I understood, they said that it was inconclusive, not that it was female DNA on it, that it was inconclusive. Oh no. I messed it up. Hold on. Damn. Okay, here we go. Back to the video. Now,
moving along, they said, and we already got into the deepfake video, but I'll read that again and make sure we read it in full. As for the deepfake video, the lawsuit does not accuse Milagro of directly creating or posting the video, but claims that she encouraged her followers to watch it, including by pointing users to a post that had directly shared the video. Defendant Cooper willfully and maliciously promoted the deepfake video without Megan's consent. In a statement to Billboard following the filing of the lawsuit, Meghann suggested that the case was a warning to others who spread misinformation about her on the internet, saying that it was time to hold bloggers accountable. She said, quote, I've endured countless attacks on my character based on false narratives from social media bloggers misrepresenting themselves as journalists. It's unacceptable behavior, and these individuals need to understand there will be repercussions for recklessly posting lies and defamatory falsehoods. Okay? And so I think that we need to have a conversation about the way that media works now and the way that things go. I think that we're just at an impasse. And I think a lot of people are uncomfortable about the way that things happen and the wiggle room that people have to get up on the microphone and say certain things. And I think that that's kind of, where we're at. So that was the Billboard article. Okay.
Prissy, that's a good question. Now, as I understand it from reading the lawsuit, is that it's not that, oh, okay, well, the case is over. Why are you still crying? No, Milagro makes it her point to still take jabs at Meghan. Like, it hasn't ended. And they also list, different tweets and stuff that shows, like, even after the case, the girl was still going on and on and on. Kind of similar to Tasha K, even after the lawsuit was filed, Tasha K necessarily didn't stop.
They said bloggers know that they're not journalists and never pretended to be. At what point in time haven't I told you to go do your own independent research? At what point in time hasn't this show read that this is for entertainment purposes? At what point in time did you really think that I was getting up here and bitch, I told you I have a psychology and a criminal justice degree. I ain't never told you I went to school for journalism. What article did I write that I posted and said, y'all read this? What the are y'all talking about? I don't think I'm anything, but I know I'm the person that gets under y'all skin. You don't need to be a journalist to see something and give an opinion about it. So my whole thing is, if I'm not trying to be a journalist and I'm not, what are you mad about?
Oh, y'all not fans of her,
because I shouldn't be regarded as a news source any damn way. You did that. Now you mad? Right. That's like me trying to invalidate her as a rapper because you didn't go to an art school, because you didn't get signed by a big label first and you didn't come up under certain people. Are you less of a rapper because you were freestyling in the middle of the street? And then you did this and that? No. Everybody has their own path. And to be honest, being a journalist ain't fucking hard. Honestly.
Damn. So a couple of comments to that. I want to mention one thing. I think as far as a blogger, entertainer, journalist, being a YouTuber is a mixture of all three, right? Because there's some things that I say are for entertainment purposes, and I make it clear like this is just entertainment. When it comes to having journalistic integrity, I say, hey, these are the facts and this is the information. And then when it comes to giving my opinion and what I believe, I also make that clear, like this is my opinion. So I think it's very important to stress what is what, but also too, when you, when you're basically being fed information from my enemy or somebody who I don't get along with, and it seems like you are being paid for to do this. Now, that part is going to be hard to prove. Like, as far as, is Milagro being paid by Tory Lanez? Is she being paid by him? That's going to be hard to prove. But is she very biased in her commentary? Yes, definitely very biased. All right, let's go ahead and go back to it.
Honestly, moving along, let's go ahead and get into the actual lawsuit. So, the United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, Meghann Pete as an individual versus MilagroGramz. Oh, I'm sorry, not even MilagroGramz, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper. They said for years, I'm going to just say Millie. For years, Millie acted and continues to act on behalf of Daystar Peterson as an...
Thank you, EH, for looking up that information. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a feat because I know you were alluding to it being Kelsey. But yeah, it was found inconclusive.
Online rumor mill churning out falsehoods about Miss Pete to her tens of thousands of social media followers. Since Mr. Peterson's 2020 indictment for felony assault with a deadly weapon after shooting Miss Pete to his later conviction in December 2022, up through today, Millie performed Mr. Peterson's public bidding to denigrate, belittle, insult, and spread false statements about Miss Pete on her social media platforms for no other reason than to bully, harass, and punish Miss Pete for Mr. Peterson's conviction and to tarnish her reputation, causing emotional distress. So they said, the lengths to which Millie goes to harass Meghann knows no bounds. She has gone so far as to share a deepfake pornographic video of Meghann. In June 2024, the defendant encouraged her 27,000 followers to view an ex post by Bimbella. So there y'all go. That's the page that posted it. An ex post by Bimbella that shared a doctored, artificially created video of Meghann purportedly engaged in sexual acts without her knowledge or consent. Why are y'all not going after the person that made that? Why are y'all not tracing IP addresses and da-da-da-da-da? Why is that not happening? If you're so upset with me literally saying go to my likes and that caused you distress, why are you not going after the person that made it? That doesn't feel targeted?
As I understand, Milagro isn't the only one. A lot of people have been alluding to DJ Akademiks being the next. So I think it's just time before everybody else start getting one.
I mean, what? Hello? You know the page that posted it. So why is no one doing research to find out who made it? Wink, wink. Okay. They said after Millie's conduct led to a firestorm of negative reactions from others, I doubled down in a YouTube video claiming that Meghann was a professional victim and denying any wrongdoing. But Millie is wrong. Her conduct was an unlawful promotion of an altered sexual depiction, and it caused Miss Pete severe emotional distress and reputational harm. All I can say to this is, don't we live in a culture where when celebrity nudes go out into the world, they go viral. Are you on my Discord? The young man from Empire, aren't there posts about him, Hakeem? Haven't I posted about Erica Banks and her OnlyFans and her being naked? Who else? There are multiple people as celebrities, Asian doll, multiple people who have been highlighted. Sexy Red, I reposted that story. Drake, I talked about that story. So to try to make it as though you came after Meghan because you no. We have a culture of highlighting celebrities in these moments. If that's something that the public now frowns upon, then let me know. And everybody needs to act accordingly like that. So to try.
Another thing that's going to be hard for Meghan to prove is whether or not Milagro is doing this out of revenge for what happened with Tory, even though we kind of know. But, it's going to be hard for her to prove that. Be like, yes, she's attacking me and she's going after me in the name of Tory Lanez because she's mad that he went to jail because of me. Even though, again, it wasn't Meghan versus Tory. It was Tory versus the state of California. But let's go ahead and go back to it.
Try to make it as though there was something targeted against her because that post went out. That's not accurate, but that's something that can be proven as well. In another instance, on September 2nd, 2024, Millie accused Miss Pete of having a severe drinking problem and said that she needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and her therapist and maybe AA. The defendant has no personal relationship with Meghan and had no basis to make such outlandish and false claims. Well, I would like to challenge that. And I guess we'll do that in a court of law. Have you ever been to rehab? There were rumors that Meghan had gone to rehab. I absolutely heard that. And I'm going to tell you something else. I don't have a personal relationship with her, but I know that Moneybag Yo got up on a live and he said, I have a glove box full of BC powders. And he was talking about how much she drinks and how he has to keep them so that she doesn't have a hangover. And then he talked about her, the way that she acted when she got drunk and said that she was really aggressive. I do know that. I do know that I heard Meghan say that she lost friends because no one would say something's wrong. And she would be drinking and going out to the club. She didn't feel like they honored her. I've heard her music where she's talked about drinking a lot. I remember the first episode of Hottie's World, or one of the first episodes, when Meghan was talking about the first time she drank. She said that she took 10 shots the first time she drank. I have seen Meghan routinely drink liquor with straws out of a bottle. She got popular for driving the boat and having people drive it, which meant she was pouring liquor into people's mouths. I absorb content like on Hollywood Unlocked. And I did hear another very prominent blogger say that she has a drinking problem and that she may need AA. And she said that she's had to have therapy. So I don't have a personal relationship with her, but based on my coverage and me doing research, it did and does appear as though there may be a drinking problem. I did pull up. My fingers work very well on this keyboard. If I had tried to pull something up, I think I would have. You guys, I don't need to try to pull up anything about Meghan's family. Now, people have gone and looked into my family, but I don't need to do that. If you go to YouTube, let me see if I can find it. Everybody take a look at this. 3 years ago, Megan Thee Stallion family. Who's her daddy and sisters?
To remember that.
So I've never had to or tried to look her up in a particular way. They highlighted her father.
2nd, 1965.
Birthday.
Holly and Joseph have a 6-year age difference. And in 1995, when Meghan was...
This is not my page. And let me make sure. Let me go download this from YouTube right now, because they probably about to send her a damn email. And they, when I said they pulled up her dad, they pulled up her grandfather. They pulled up all kind of people.
You know what I find crazy, and I was gonna say this towards the end, but how so many women were the ones fighting for Tory. I feel like there was more women fighting for Tory than there were men. A lot of women was all like, Megan's a liar, she's this, she's that, she's a slut, she sleeps around, she's an alcoholic. Like, this is all you kept hearing. Like, it was like no woman was really standing up for Meghan at all. They all said it was her fault. She was messing around with her best friend's man and Basically, she deserved to be pow pow. That's what I heard. And we're living in a time where, you know, there's Me Too and we have conversations about DV. You would just think that whether you like Meghan or not, you would be all like, hey, she didn't deserve this.
And like I said, they had nothing to do with me. I made comments about seeing it. And this video even went into, like I said, people getting arrested, what her life was supposed to be like before that. This is her father in jail. What did they pulled up what he was supposed to be in jail for? What does that look like? And that says driving while intoxicated and that. So when you have drinking and all this like seemingly running through a family, yeah, I did post certain questions on my page. Yes, I did. But under no circumstances did I sit up and try to find this out, find that out, do this, do that. No, that wasn't my page. Loaded. Somebody said, argue this in court, not here. I'll argue with them too. You can get off my live though. They said Miss Pete has repeatedly tried to stop my misconduct and asked what it would take to stop being posted on the defendant's platforms. In response, the defendant provided the snide advice that maybe Meghan should just get over it or go away. When did Meghan try to stop me from doing anything? And when did she directly ask me to do anything? When has Meghan ever said, Milagro, can you do this? Or Milagro, can you do that? And when did I ever say, you better get over it or just go away? She made a public statement. And yes, I said, well, you a celebrity. I don't know what you do. I guess you go away or don't communicate. So she didn't tell me shit. So don't try to manipulate anything into her.
Wait, as I understand in the lawsuit, they actually had the tweet where it said it. Do I still have it up here? I believe they had that in the tweet. Hold on, y'all. Because, yeah, it did talk about that. They asked, like, what can I do? Meghan wanted to know what could she do to stop being posted. Uh-oh. It was somewhere in here. Meghan wants to know what she has to do. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a tweet from Milagro, so I don't know what she's talking about. She said Meghan wants to know what she has to do to stop being posted on certain outlets, and then says she's going to Cardi B, y'all hoes. My suggestion would be to just get over it or go away. Cardi B won her case because Tasha K handed it to her. Other than that, you're going to get posted. Oh, well. Yeah, that's an actual tweet that Milagro put.
Her asking me to
so basically, you're asking, oh, you better sue me like Cardi did Tasha.
Do something, and then me going against it to attack her. Because I can prove that multiple celebrities have come to me and asked me to change or take down something, and I complied. Conspiratorial relationship with Mr. Peterson is troubling. Excuse me? The defendant acts as a paid surrogate used to spread Tory's lies about Miss Pete. Babe, this is slander. That's defamation. And that's something you would have to prove. And this has been said about me for years. So now this has been amplified. So now
it said something in the lawsuit about a King Noir. And I guess King Noir was the one who said that, yeah, she has a relationship with Tory's father and stuff like that. It mentions it in the lawsuit.
Y'all said she has millions of fans. Now millions of fans are telling me that I'm paid and that I have a certain type of rapport with this man and da 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 da. And y'all have to make sure that y'all can prove that. Because trying to take me out of the realm of a blogger to try to make it look like a concerted effort because, you know, you've convinced yourself that this is what's happening, y'all about to look so stupid. And my advice to everyone listening to the sound of my voice is to be able to hold your head up high because you made decisions that serve you. You can't be walking around 1 foot in, 1 foot out, being halfway grimy and shit like that. And then when the shit blow up, you know, you acting like, oh my God, why me? All I can say is I can get up here and we can have a talk and it can be clear and concise because I don't have anything to worry about. If you've been listening to my show, I've explicitly told you multiple times, Daystar has never given me a dime. No one associated with him has ever given me a dime. And let me say something about this. I have a record of my commentary on Meghann. I know y'all remember me going to TSU and bigging Meghann up and promoting her. I know y'all remember me singing along to her music and promoting her music. That is well documented. And I started to question Meghann and things she was saying well before the incident. Don't you recall? And Meghann, you've had something against me for a while, haven't you? And that's before the situation with the shooting. Because you got upset with me after I was about to interview your ex-boyfriend. And that's where all of this really started. And that's where the targeted harassment started for me. When Meghann got up on a live with her pink buns and said that this lady is crazy, this lady fixated, and da-da-da-da-da. So to try to fast forward and make this about Daystar, you've been not liking me.
But why didn't she then issue her own lawsuit? Why did she wait until now she's being sued to say anything?
Been aware of me and you've been not liking me. Ever since my commentary started to change, and I said, I don't really know about this girl, which had nothing to do with the shooting, which I can prove. That's when your friend said she couldn't listen to my show anymore. Oh, this did not start with Daystar. I had my feelings about you prior, but we'll get into that in a court of law. All right. That the firearm that Daystar used to shoot Miss Pete was not produced during the trial because it was missing. That's not the case. The firearm remains in the custody of the Los Angeles Police Department. They said Milagro could have easily verified the information, but she chose to ignore it and spread lies about the integrity of the trial.
Okay, here we go, you guys. I did find it. Hold on, let me turn on the camera. Well, I didn't need to turn on the camera, but it says on June 22nd, 2023, ex-user account Holiday K shared audio of defendant Cooper calling Miss Pete a lion-ass hoe and claiming that Miss Pete ruined Tory Lanez's life. Defendant Cooper liked the post. Even defendant Cooper's former friend King Noir exposed her for working alongside Mr. Peterson to smear Miss Pete's reputation. King Noir also noted that the defendant Cooper has a disdain for Meghann and that she talks to Tory's daddy in an effort to leak information to the press that comes from Mr. Peterson himself. So yeah, that was basically the proof right there saying like, yeah, she is working with him. All right, let's go ahead. And I tried to look up who King Noir, I couldn't find it.
Trial and the related investigation. They said that's what triggered them, that gun comment, because now everybody's holding on to that. Let's get into semantics. The gun wasn't presented during the trial. They showed a photograph of the gun, but they come in and this is where they get particular. I didn't lie when I said that they didn't produce the gun in trial. The gun just is available. That's what they're saying. So their problem is with me saying that the gun is missing. They didn't mention bullet fragments because those are still missing. So bullet fragments are missing. They're not contesting that. But the firearm is under seal and it is at the police department, but they did only show a picture. So, hey, we're mad at you because you were supposed to say that it's sealed. Who gave that information? Has there ever been a public report about a gun being sealed indefinitely? That it was available, but it was sealed. Have y'all seen that anywhere? I didn't see that anywhere. So how was I supposed to know and verify that information and do anything? What are you talking about? I read the paperwork that was posted online that verbatim said it was missing. That's all I can give to that. Well, how am I supposed to know? Oh, because you feel like I have a relationship and I should have known. Well, that doesn't make that true. Number 10, they said Millie spread the false rumor that Daystar did not shoot Meghann, even after a unanimous jury of Mr. Peterson's peers decided otherwise. For instance, on October 28th, I posted a video on her ex account directed at Meghann. And I said, can you even prove that you were shot? They said the state did prove that fact. And that's why Tora's in jail. Well, all I can say is, if you don't have the bullet fragments, because they're lost, And there's a doctor who on record said that he took glass out of her feet. Why don't I get to ask that question? That's not a valid question. Can you prove that you were shot? You don't have the bullet fragments.
I'll have to look that up if there was no bullet fragments in her foot.
And you have a form that says, babe, Dr. Lafredo took glass out of your feet. So what did the state prove? And you have Alexander Bott on camera saying they didn't consider that. They had other mountains of evidence. So what are we talking about? Okay. Line 11. They said in May of 2022, they said that I posted an image of the Los Angeles Police Department report from Mr. Peterson's arrest, stating that the first doctor to see Meghann confirmed a laceration due to stepping on glass and not a firearm wound. However, the information from the police report was recorded before bullet fragments were discovered at Meghann's feet during surgery, which completely debunked my post. But that didn't stop bloggers from picking up on the defendant's post and spreading the misinformation. You guys, how is that misinformation? And this is where the start of the misinformation shit came. And so I want everyone that has ever said, Millie, you full of shit, I want you to bring your ass right here and look like the damn fool that you are.
This is from NBC. It does say that she did have bullet fragments in her foot. It does. I don't know where that, she had glass. Now, the thing is that she lied and said, I stepped on glass. Remember at the time when they were pulled over. Now, I remember that. But no, it was bullet fragments found in her foot. I don't know where Milagro is. See, now I see why you're asking.
The only reason why I was branded as someone who was spreading misinformation was because of the damn report that I put together that came from Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit did an exclusive and said that we have a report that we were able to obtain. We weren't supposed to.
Thank you, Miss Curiosity. I appreciate you clarifying that. Okay. Got it.
Forget it, but we got that shit from the police department and they put it on their screen. I went and I put the document together because I said, can I have the document? I put it together myself. And when you looked at it, this is what they said. So let's go ahead and get into the document. So I literally reconstructed the form because I had to take screenshots of pieces of Fresh and Fit screen. So this was actually filed. And what does it say? It says injuries and MT. Smith, Peterson, and Harris did not complain of pain or injuries. Meghann was transported to the hospital and she was treated by Dr. Lafredo. What does it mean to be treated? Treated by Dr. Lafredo for lacerations to her left foot. Dr. Lafredo confirmed the laceration due to stepping on glass. And then they attached her MRN. So when you come over to this document on line 11, and they said,
now,
well,
do y'all
she said that
do y'all watch the red pill community or like the, red pill community? Y'all know who Fresh and Fit is? If y'all know who Fresh and Fit is, if that's where she gets her information from, that's pretty problematic. If that's where she gets her information from. Let's continue.
Information, came from the report and then she stepped on glass, but that was recorded before the bullet fragments were discovered. That doesn't make that document inaccurate. And that's why they couldn't do anything about it.
Hold on. Let's rewind.
And I want to highlight something else that I pulled up, over to this document on line 11. And they said, well, she said that the information, came from the report and that she stepped on glass, but that was recorded before the bullet fragments were discovered. That doesn't make that document inaccurate. And that's why they couldn't do anything about it. And I want to highlight something else that I pulled up, before, which is another example of the kind of targeted behavior. Give me 1 second. And so let's get into what they were upset about. And I'm going to prove to you that they're upset about something that I did not misinform you about. I did not lie. And I've had to deal with this fucking monkey on my back and being called someone who spread misinformation because y'all don't want to fucking read. Y'all say protect Black women, but it's protect the Black women that you feel sorry for. I present as someone who's more confident, firm, strong, and assertive and aggressive. So you feel like I don't need protection. And you feel like you're going to handle me any type of way. Not. In May, MilagroGramz shared an image of an LAPD.
Wait, she wants us to protect her, but yet she's bashing another black woman. All right.
Report from the Houston rapper's arrest, stating that the first doctor to see her confirmed lacerations due to stepping on glass. That post just did not include the fact that the report was written before bullet fragments were discovered in Megan's feet during surgery. So as a result, many people labeled the post as proof that the rapper was not shot at all. And then they said Akademiks later shared the post in the live stream, adding to the conspiracy theory that Meghann was never hit with bullets. And so this is what made them upset. And then they said 7 of the blogger's tweets were reported to Twitter by Meghan's legal team, resulting in her account being locked for 11 hours. These people acknowledge, and look at this, NBC News reached out to No Jumper, Jason Lee, and Akademiks, but this article is focused on tearing me down. Okay. And y'all are upset because I shared that LAPD report. And I want you to get into this. They didn't say the report was false. They said that was the first doctor to see her. They just said that the post didn't include the fact that it was written before they claimed that they found bullet fragments. On what planet do I have to report things the way you want me to? On what planet can I not focus on one document and ask the public, what about this? On what planet can I not say a doctor, and this is an accurate form that y'all have claimed is accurate, says that they took glass out of her feet and they don't have bullet fragments, but they say she was shot? Why can I not question that? That would be my question. Don't I have reason to question these things at this point if that's what's being put out? So when you get down to it, I didn't misinform anybody about anything. You fucking idiots. They're mad at me because that paper went viral. Turning point, and this was y'all really saying, wait, something might not be right. And I wasn't supposed to be able to do that. And now someone has to get punished. They're talking about punishments. Now someone has to get punished for it. And I've been getting harassed before this, but for damn sure since this. Literally. People, just because you put something in a lawsuit, that don't make it true. And anyone can file. Remember, they said that Joe Budden was filling on a dog. You remember that? Okay.
Going in, saying, Jason, you're a Debbie Downer, you're negative, you're hating on the black woman. I know all the stuff that you're going to say. No, I'm just predicting because Meghann allegedly still has a severe drinking problem.
Right. That's what you said.
And most recently just was involved in something that has not hit the internet yet because we're still working on confirming a couple things. But, you know, we want to let her get through hosting the VMAs.
Really?
Before we break it, you know, and
when have I ever gone online and held something over Meghan's head?
No, I want to say something. I do remember hearing something about this, but then the story never came out. So I just kind of never minded, you know, whatever the situation was. But again, if she sues Jason, she sues Jason. But for right now, she's suing you. And let's be honest. Usually they sue the YouTuber before they sue the other people because they know, you know, like the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, they have lawyers. Usually an independent YouTuber doesn't have a lawyer. So it's easier to sue the YouTuber. Let's just be honest about it.
When have I ever gone online and said that I had some quote unquote tea on Meghann, but that I would let her enjoy what she had going on before I did something that I thought might impact her in a negative way? When have I ever done that? And if I went and tweeted that maybe, you know, she should do this or that, you said I shared the video. Is that illegal?
And again, it's not anything that we're doing. It's just stuff that she needs to work on. This person needs healing.
Why do you think that?
I say that from the bottom of my
heart. Do you know her?
I'm not in a bad place with Meghann. I'm just a person with a job who says what he thinks.
Really?
And I think that she needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and her therapist. And maybe AA before this.
So I didn't even make that comment. They're upset with me because I shared it. Because I said Jason Lee gave viewers an earful. I meant to say he gave listeners an earful. But the point is, y'all are trying to blame me and put this in court documents because I reposted what Jason Lee said.
All right. I think that's basically the end right there. Yeah. And shout out to Coffee City. That's where I got the video from. Shout out to her again. She does great work. She gets all the recordings and everything, and she pays attention to like all the Armand's, Milagro stuff, things that I don't care about. Female rappers, all that. All right. So I want to say this in closing. Well, not closing. We still got another story to talk about, but regarding the situation. I feel like sometimes, and I feel like this would happen with Nosy Ho as well too. Like some of these people relish in, oh yeah, I'm getting sued. Look at me. They want to sue me. They're trying to silence me. And they're hoping to get the Tasha K kind of treatment. Not realizing that it's not fun being Tasha K either. And what I mean by that is, don't forget, Tasha K had to sell a lot of her stuff, had to move out her home, rent it out, really had to downgrade. She really had to downgrade. And granted, now she has reinvented herself as a, hold on. The heck is that? Oh, now she's reinvented herself as a comedian now, which is great. And she'll be able to build it back up and get back on her feet. That's fine. But not everybody's going to have that same story. As far as Milagro, what can she do other than blogging? Does she have another career or something else? I know at one time she was supposed to be working with what's her name from Love and Hip Hop? Raw Lee. Wasn't it supposed to be Raw Lee, Milagro, and Nicki doing a show? But then something happened with that. Like Raw kicked her off the show or decided to do the show with somebody else or something. Like, somebody tell me the story. I remember that because we kind of talked about it. Anyway, what I'm saying is that she only has basically one source of income, which, to be honest, I only have one source of income. And Facebook still ain't giving me my check. Y'all, where the hell is my goddamn check? Shit. Okay, I was looking to see if they gave me my check. They didn't. But anyway, speaking of that, you're not going to be able to bounce back that quickly. You're not going to be able to have that bounce back. And everybody thinks like, oh, if I get sued, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be there. Well, I just have a question when it came to Tasha K. Did that translate into money? Notoriety is one thing, but did that translate into money? Like having everybody drag you and basically call you a liar and that you make up things, did that translate into money? Or what these people are hoping is that all the publicity that they get from all the lying and everything like that, that will equate to them being bigger. I almost feel like Milagro feels like she should be bigger than what she is. She feels like she should be up there with the Tasha K's and stuff like that. And, even when in the beginning, when we were listening, she was basically letting it be known like, oh, see, I was trending. I was trending, not Meghan. I was trending. She wasn't trending. I was trending. And it's all like, well, you're trending because of Meghan, not necessarily that you're a big dog and you can trend on your own. Because if you didn't get sued, do we think that Milagro would be trending? If she didn't get sued, do we think that she would be trending? No, I don't think she would have been trending. You were trending because of Meghan, whether you like to put it out there or not. You were trending because of her. So with that being said, I hope Tory is helping you. I hope, Nicki gives you her blessing. I hope, it's worth it. And again, it speaks to that stan culture because it's all like these people want to be in good with these celebrities and be friends with them. But these celebrities don't care about you. They just like that you're saying something positive about them. They just like that you're saying something in their favor, but they don't really like you. Because look where you are now. You're getting sued. And yeah, you can say, oh, I have a lawyer and stuff like that. I bet you don't have a better lawyer than Meghan. That Alex Shapiro guy, he's pretty well known. So it don't even matter if you think like, oh, yeah, it don't matter to me because I got this person, that person. Well, Good luck. Shit, that's what I gotta say. Good luck. So the journalists are fighting, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen this, but shout out to Megan Cuniff, even though she never responded to my emails again after she was featured on my show. She's big time in. But Dennis Byron, the guy from the Hip Hop Inquirer, is upset. He said, "Did Megan Cuniff report come? Wait, did Megan Cuniff, the reporter, come for another reporter? Now I'm just a YouTuber. I should have changed you. Wait, I should have charged you interest on that loan I made to you. Next time, find a friend to borrow money from and not a random stranger or YouTuber." So Megan had posted this on her threads. She said Judge Whitaker began revoking the courtroom recording and recording privileges of two YouTubers who've been blah, blah, blah. And she's talking about infamous Sylvia and Dennis Byron. And so he was mad because she put YouTuber. But on her Instagram, she didn't put YouTuber or anything. This is what she had put on her Instagram. But Dennis was upset about it. But I mean, I don't think Megan said anything disrespectful. And then on top of that, he could have said, well, Megan, aren't you a YouTuber as well, too? I honestly don't think, is YouTuber a dirty word, you guys? I think when people say, oh, that little blogger, when they put the little in front of it, I think that's disrespectful. But I don't think a YouTuber is disrespectful. Now, y'all, I just figured out I got my own insecurity. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest about something. So usually, say if I'm like out somewhere and somebody asks me what I do, I will usually say like, oh, I work at a call center. I usually don't tell people that I'm a YouTuber just because I don't want to get into it and talk about all that. Like, if I'm just a regular average day person, I just want to be Andre Turner II. I don't want to be AT2. So I usually don't share that I'm a YouTuber. But if you called me a YouTuber, I wouldn't care. I'll be like, yeah, I am. This is what I do. I'm a YouTuber. I don't think that's a bad thing. But he's upset that she called him a YouTuber. Now, regarding the loan, that's kind of on you. You gave her a loan. Did she pay you back? If she paid you back, then what's the problem? I don't owe you anything. After you give me money and I pay you back, I don't owe you anything. Now, if you felt like, oh, she should have reached out to you, or maybe I'm an influencer, thank you. Or you felt like she shouldn't have reported on you because you guys have some kind of rapport and stuff like that. Well, when was the last time that y'all spoke? Like, now, if you want to come and say like Megan is big-headed now, she feels like she's on a different level, she feels like she's better than us because she got all this recognition, then okay, make that argument. But to pick a fight over being called a YouTuber, I just feel like that's stupid. Dennis said, don't play with me, laugh out loud, but agreed. What's wrong with a YouTuber? Yeah, he is on YouTube. Anybody with a YouTube channel is a YouTuber. Yeah. If you got a YouTube channel, you're a YouTuber. Hell, let me even shock y'all a little bit more. Let me shock your jaws real quick. All of you guys are YouTubers. There's Curiosity, EH, Beautiful, Quentin. You guys are all YouTubers. You know why? Because when you create an account for Google, you automatically have a Google account. So technically you guys are YouTubers. Now, do you use your YouTube channel? No, but you guys are technically YouTubers. So I don't feel like that's a dirty word. I feel like almost, okay, let me pick a fight with her. I've been pissed off about the stuff that she's been doing. Let me go ahead and pick a fight with her. That's how I feel what he's doing right now. I don't think it has nothing to do with what she's saying or this or that. Nah, it's because you want to pick a fight with her. Because let's be honest, when it comes to a lot of these cases, especially in LA, she kind of have a lock on it. she kind of had those on lockdown. And I was surprised to see that him and Infamous Sylvia were like next to each other because I thought they had beef. I don't really keep up with Infamous Sylvia because they're... Oh, Lord. Should I wake it up right now? Put a 1 in the chat if I should wake it up. Put a 2 in the chat if I should just keep my mouth shut. Oh, I'm gonna probably have to put this on members. No lawsuits for you. I don't know if she would sue me. I don't know, but anyway. So let me tell you guys. Okay. Already coming close. So I remember. Well, not remember. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. So we know Infamous Sylvia is an R. Kelly defender, right? She loved her some R. Kelly. She believed that R. Kelly is innocent, blah, blah, blah. Or put a 3 in the chat if you knew that. Put a 3 if you knew that she was an R. Kelly lover. Y'all knew that, right? R. Kelly believer. Let me put that. Put a 3 if you knew that. Okay, anyway. And Tasha K had the exclusive on R. Kelly and stuff like that. So Infamous Sylvia didn't really like Tasha K. So what someone told me who has a membership with her is that she would take Tasha K content from her whatchamacallit, the TashaKLive.com for her website and then put it through her membership, right? And so then one day, I happened to be watching Tasha K, and I had seen Infamous Sylvia on there, and I was like, "Whoa, wait, huh?" Because I'm all like, this lady literally was stealing her content originally, and then putting it behind her membership, her paywall, and now all of a sudden she's a big fan of Tasha and was on her show. Now some of y'all gonna be like, "Oh, ATQ, you hate me because you wasn't." No, but I'm all like, if I don't like someone, I'm not going to be on their show. There's just, I don't know. To me, that was a little fake. So, it is what it is. Whatever. When I see people moving weird like that, it lets me know everything that I need. And also being an R. Kelly defender, that's definitely a no. So, that's just me. But I'm going to go ahead and end the show right there before I get in too much trouble. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And let me know, replay crew, what you guys thought about the show. Milagro versus Meghann. Who team are you on? This Dennis versus Megan Cuniff. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on this. I love y'all. Be safe. But we out.